have become incredibly fond of a ministry called Angel Tree, Prison Fellowship. And something really special has happened with the Mike Gallagher Show family of listeners. Our audience has just embraced Prison Fellowship. And it's a real joy to welcome and to visit with James Ackerman, who is the CEO of Prison Fellowship, of course, a longtime Angel Tree volunteer. James, we've got some exciting things that are happening in a country that is challenged, a country right now that faces a lot of enormous, uncertainty. There's polarization. It doesn't matter, though, right, left, Republican, Democrat. There are a lot of children who are going to spend Christmas without their mommy or their daddy. There's a lot of kids that Angel Tree is going to impact. And I know that you and your wife have a history with Angel Tree. If you don't mind, can we start a little bit with the James Ackerman story about what you were doing before you joined Prison Fellowship in your capacity as president and CEO?
Yeah, 12 years before I became the leader of Prison Fellowship, I started volunteering in prison with Prison Fellowship, and I was invited to visit a prison to see a major Prison Fellowship program known as the Academy. And I began volunteering with Prison Fellowship from that point on. But my wife also caught the bug, and she became an Angel Tree coordinator. So together, we set up Angel Tree at our church. And Angel Tree is such a wonderful program because we, as volunteers, purchase and deliver Christmas gifts on behalf of incarcerated moms and dads. So we literally act as proxy for the moms and dads in prison when these gifts get delivered. And you're absolutely right. Your listeners have been hugely supportive of all things Angel Tree, and we're just so grateful for it. So yeah, we've been doing, I've been leading Prison Fellowship for 4.5 years now. So we've pretty much been Angel Tree participants, my wife and I, for, the better part of 16 years now.
Well, especially in a year like 2020, when so many families have gone through so much, it is like a spiritual cleansing, the way I see it, to now sort of give people a path to help a child who's going to be struggling at Christmas time because their mom or dad is in prison. And I've shared this with my audience. I hope you don't mind me sharing a very, very personal story about Christmas for Mike when he was a child. My dad died on Christmas Day when I was 11 years old. And my mom died a few years after that, a week before Christmas. So as a kid growing up, Christmas was really, really hard for me. And that's why I think your message, the Angel Tree campaign this Christmas time, resonates with me on a very, very deeply personal level because these kids may not have lost their mom or dad like I did, but they've lost their parent, at least for now, to prison, to incarceration. These children didn't do anything wrong, and they're struggling, they're hurting. And here comes prison. Here comes this incredible ministry from Prison Fellowship called the Angel Tree Campaign, where a listener can literally lift up a child. And I have to go back to what you just said, James, about the gift that a child is going to receive. So share with us what a hurting child like little Mikey will get when their mommy or daddy is in prison. What will happen if a listener steps up, for example, and donates, I don't know, say $220? How many kids will be impacted and what will they get, James?
So for a $220 investment from one of your listeners, they will be investing in the lives of 10 children to give them a gift that matters to them. The parent on the application often writes what type of gift they're hoping their child could have. So it could be a doll, it could be a toy car, it could be a basketball, things of that kind. But, Mike, you make a very good point. The economic impact of a parent going to prison is disastrous. And more often than not, these children will receive nothing without the help of your listeners to invest in their lives. And that investment of $220 brings Christmas and the gospel message to 10 children this Christmas.
Wow. Well, and not for nothing, because we have some very generous listeners, $2,200 will reach 100 children. So,
$2,200 is 100,
100 kids will get a gift from the parent. The child gets this gift and a message from mom or dad. And to me, James Ackerman, that to me is one of the most important aspects of the Angel Tree campaign. That child is going to feel the love of a mom or dad that they don't have any contact with. Talk about the importance of that messaging from a parent when a listener steps up and makes a donation.
Yeah, so when that gift gets delivered to the child, on it is an angel that's affixed to it that has the message from the parent. So the gift is coming from the parent. We're just acting as on behalf of the parent to say, your daddy didn't forget you. Your daddy remembered you and wanted you to have this present. And on it is a message from the parent saying, I love you, I miss you, I look forward to seeing you again. Right. You know, children often bear the burden of guilt for their parent being in prison, though they had nothing to do with it. And Angel Tree is all about providing hope. It's about providing that connection between the parent and child and keeping that relationship in place, but also providing hope to the children about their own future. You know, Chuck Colson used to say, crime is a family business. If you want to see the next generation of criminals, just look at the current generation. Angel Tree was designed to break that cycle of crime and incarceration.
James Ackerman, President and CEO of Prison Fellowship, the Angel Tree campaign, the Mike Gallagher Show we're gonna wrap our arms around this and really make this one of the most successful campaigns we've ever had. I want to talk numbers for just a moment, James. How many children in the country actually have a parent in prison?
Well, of all age ranges, it's about 2.7 million children in America have a child in prison, and that's from infant to 18-year-old. So it's about 2.7 million. Last year, we served over 300,000 children with Angel Tree Christmas in all 50 states. So it's the parents that have to sign up the kids. So what we do is during the summer, we go into prisons all over the country, over 1,300 prisons, and we work with the parents to sign up their children and submit these applications. And then we distribute them to our primarily church and some corporate partners. We actually had one corporation last week decided to invest in 238 kids.
Wow.
A Christian-led corporation. And these churches and partners take on a number of kids that they choose to take on and help facilitate Angel Tree. But the investment in making this happen is key, and we believe that an investment of about $22 is sufficient to bring a gift to the child, and a meaningful gift to the child, and the gospel message. We offer every household and every Angel Tree household a full text children's Bible every year.
Wow, incredible. So they're getting their parents' love. They're getting a gift that they're going to treasure. They're getting the gospel. They're getting the word of God. They're getting the love of strangers throughout the country. Yeah. And I'm gonna get the ball rolling. I'm gonna start with I'm gonna reach 200 children. So I'm gonna do $4,400 to start our giving on the Mike Gallagher Show. Awesome. And I just hope everybody. Well, no, thank you, James. And thanks for the opportunity to deliver this message to our listeners, because again, after this tough, brutal year we've all experienced, we can't forget these beautiful, precious children of God who have done nothing wrong. And to get this kind of a gift package from our audience through Prison Fellowship is a real blessing for me and for our team. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your partnership. And may 2020 be the best Angel Tree campaign we've ever had, and may 2021 be a much better year for all of us. God bless you, James Ackerman, for all the work you do.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Take care.